Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha. Bhagavad-gita, Chapter 2, Part 3, Continuation. Shloka 45. त्रैगुण्यविषया वेदाः निस्त्रैगुण्यो भवार्जुन निर्द्वन्द्वो नित्यसत्त्वस्थः निर्योगक्षेम आत्मवान्. त्रैगुण्यविषयाः वेदाः निस्त्रैगुण्यः भव अर्जुन निर्द्वन्द्वः नित्यसत्त्वस्थः निर्योगक्षेमः आत्मवान्. So meaning of Shloka 45. Arjuna, the Vedas thus deal with the evolutes of the three gunas, the modes of Prakriti, namely the worldly enjoyments and the meaning of attaining such enjoyments, which is Sattva, Rajas, Tama, three gunas. Be thou indifferent to these three enjoyments and their means, rising above the pairs of opposites like pleasure and pain, etc., established in the eternal existence God, absolutely unconcerned about the fulfillment of wants and the preservation of what has been already attained, you be self controlled. Shloka 46. यावानर्थ उदपाने सर्वतः सम्प्लुतोदके तावान् सर्वेषु वेदेषु ब्राह्मणस्य विजानतः. यावान् अर्थः उदपाने सर्वतः सम्प्लुतोदके तावान् सर्वेषु वेदेषु ब्राह्मणस्य विजानतः. Samplutodake means a completely filled jalashayam. Okay, means it's a water body. Vijanataha meaning a person who knows Brahma Tattva, Brahma Tattvam. Shloka 46 meaning a Brahmana who has obtained enlightenment has as much use for all the Vedas as one who stands at the brink of sheet of water overflowing on all sides has for the small reservoir of water. Shloka 47. कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्मफलहेतुर्भूः मा ते सङ्गोऽस्त्वकर्मणि. कर्मणि एव अधिकारः ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्मफलहेतुः भूः मा ते सङ्गः अस्तु अकर्मणि. This is one of the popular shlokas in Bhagavad Gita. Your right is to work only and never to the fruit thereof. Do not consider yourself to be the cause of the fruit of action, nor let your attachments be to inaction. 48, Shloka 48. योगस्थः कुरु कर्माणि सङ्गं त्यक्त्वा धनञ्जय सिद्ध्यसिद्ध्यो समो भूत्वा समत्वं योग उच्यते. योगस्थः कुरु कर्माणि सङ्गं त्यक्त्वा धनञ्जय सिद्ध्यसिद्ध्योः समः भूत्वा समत्वं योगः उच्यते. Arjuna, perform your duties established in yoga, renouncing attachment, and be even minded in success and failure. Evenness of mind is called yoga. Shloka 49. Durena hyavaram karma buddhiyoga dhananjaya buddhau sharanam anvichha kripanah phalahetavaha. दूरेण हि अवरं कर्म बुद्धियोगात् धनञ्जय बुद्धौ शरणम् अन्विच्छ कृपणाः फलहेतवः. Shloka 49 meaning Arjuna said with a selfish motive is far inferior to this yoga in the form of equanimity. Do not seek refuge in this equipoise of mind, Arjuna, for poor and wretched are those who are the cause in making their actions bear fruit. Shloka 50. बुद्धियुक्तो जहातीह उभे सुकृत दुष्कृते तस्माद् योगाय युज्यस्व योगः कर्मसु कौशलम्. बुद्धियुक्तः जहाति इह उभे सुकृतदुष्कृते तस्मात् योगाय युज्यस्व योगः कर्मसु कौशलम्. Shloka 50 meaning endowed with equanimity, one sheds in this life both good and evil. Therefore, strive for the practice of this yoga of equanimity. Skill in action lies the practice of this yoga. Shloka 51 कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः जन्मबन्धविनिर्मुक्ताः पदं गच्छन्त्यनामयम्. कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ताः हि फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः जन्मबन्धविनिर्मुक्ताः पदं गच्छन्ति अनामयम्. Shloka 51 meaning for wise men possessing equipoised mind, renouncing the fruit of action and freed from the shackles of birth, attain the blissful supreme state. 52 Shloka 52 Yada te moha kalilam buddhirvyatitarishyati tada gantasi nirvedam shrotavyasya shrutasya cha. यदा ते मोहकलिलं बुद्धिः व्यतितरिष्यति तदा गन्तासि निर्वेदं श्रोतव्यस्य श्रुतस्य च. So almost same as the shloka. 52 When your mind will have fully crossed the mire of delusion, you will then grow indifferent to the enjoyments of this world and the next that have been heard of, as well as to those that are yet to be heard of. 53 श्रुतिविप्रतिपन्ना ते यदा स्थास्यति निश्चला समाधावचला बुद्धिः तदा योगमवाप्स्यसि. श्रुतिविप्रतिपन्ना ते यदा स्थास्यति निश्चला समाधौ अचला बुद्धिः तदा योगम् अवाप्स्यसि. Shloka 53 meaning when your intellect, confused by hearing conflicting statements, will rest steady and undistracted in meditation on God, you will then attain yoga, everlasting union with God. Arjuna said, अर्जुन उवाच स्थितप्रज्ञस्य का भाषा समाधिस्थस्य केशव स्थितधीः किं प्रभाषेत किमासीत व्रजेत किम्. स्थितप्रज्ञस्य का भाषा समाधिस्थस्य केशव स्थितधीः किं प्रभाषेत किम् आसीत व्रजेत किम्. Shloka 54 meaning Arjuna said, Krishna, what are the characteristics of a God realized soul, stable of mind and established in samadhi? Perfect tranquility of mind. How does the man of stable mind speak? How does he sit and how does he walk? Sri Bhagawanuvacha. Shloka 55 प्रजहाति यदा कामान् सर्वान् पार्थमनोगतान् आत्मन्येवात्मना तुष्टः स्थितप्रज्ञस्तदोच्यते. Sri Bhagavan said, Prajahati yada kaman sarvan partha manogataan atmani eva atmana tushtaha sthita prajnaha tada uchyate. So tadochyate is tada uchyate. 55 meaning Sri Bhagavan said, Arjuna, when one thoroughly casts off all cravings of the mind and is satisfied with the self through the joy of the self, he is then called stable of mind. Shloka 56 दुःखेष्वनुद्विग्नमनाः दुःखेष्वनुद्विग्नमनाः सुखेषु विगतस्पृहः वीतरागभयक्रोधः स्थितधीर्मुनिरुच्यते. दुःखेषु अनुद्विग्नमनाः सुखेषु विगतस्पृहः वीतरागभयक्रोधः स्थितधीः मुनिः उच्यते. 56, Shloka 56, meaning the sage whose mind remains unperturbed amid sorrows, whose thirst for pleasures has altogether disappeared, and who is free from passion, fear, and anger, is called stable of mind. 56. 57. यः सर्वत्रानभिस्नेहः तत्तत्प्राप्य शुभाशुभं नाभिनन्दति न द्वेष्टि तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता. यः सर्वत्र अनभिस्नेहः तत् तत् प्राप्य शुभाशुभं न अभिनन्दति न द्वेष्टि तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता. Shloka 57 meaning: he who is unattached to everything and meeting with good and evil neither rejoices nor recoils, his mind is stable. 58, Shloka 58. यदा संहरते चायं कूर्मोऽङ्गानीव सर्वशः इन्द्रियाणीन्द्रियार्थेभ्यः तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता. यदा संहरते च अयं कूर्मः अङ्गानि इव सर्वश इन्द्रियाणि इन्द्रियार्थेभ्यः तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता. Meaning of 58: when, like a tortoise that draws in its limbs from all directions, he withdraws all his senses from the sense objects, his mind becomes steady. So basically, withdraw senses from all the sense objects, get contained in like a tortoise, right? Then it will become like a steady mindset. Shloka 59. विषया विनिवर्तन्ते निराहारस्य देहिनः रसवर्ज्यं रसोऽप्यस्य परं दृष्ट्वा निवर्तते. विषयाः विनिवर्तन्ते निराहारस्य देहिनः रसवर्ज्यं रसः अपि अस्य परं दृष्ट्वा निवर्तते. Shloka 59 meaning: sense objects turn away from him who does not enjoy them with his senses, but the taste for them persists. This relish also disappears in the case of the man of stable mind when he realizes the Supreme. Shloka 60. यततो ह्यपि कौन्तेय पुरुषस्य विपश्चितः इन्द्रियाणि प्रमाथीनि हरन्ति प्रसभं मनः. यततः हि अपि कौन्तेय पुरुषस्य विपश्चितः इन्द्रियाणि प्रमाथीनि हरन्ति प्रसभं मनः. Shloka 60 meaning: turbulent by nature, the senses, not free from attachment even of a wise man who is practicing self-control, forcibly carry away his mind. Arjuna. Shloka 61. तानि सर्वाणि संयम्य युक्त आसीत मत्परः वशे हि यस्येन्द्रियाणि तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता. तानि सर्वाणि संयम्य युक्तः आसीत मत्परः वशे हि यस्य इन्द्रियाणि तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता. Shloka 61 meaning: therefore, having controlled all the senses and concentrating his mind, he should sit for meditation, devoting himself heart and soul to me, for he whose senses are under his control is known to have a stable mind. 62. ध्यायतो विषयान् पुंसः सङ्गस्तेषूपजायते संगात् संजायते कामः कामात् क्रोधोऽभिजायते. ध्यायतः विषयान् पुंसः संगः तेषु उपजायते संगात् संजायते कामः कामात् क्रोधः अभिजायते. This is a popular shloka. Lot of gurus take this shloka as example. for a lot of students. The man dwelling on sense objects develops attachment for them. From attachment springs up desire, and from desire, unfulfilled ensues anger. It's also used in a lot of anger management classes. Anyway, Shloka 63. Um, क्रोधात् भवति सम्मोहः, सम्मोहात् स्मृतिविभ्रमः, स्मृतिभ्रंशात् बुद्धिनाशः, बुद्धिनाशात् प्रणश्यति. क्रोधात् भवति सम्मोहः, सम्मोहात् स्मृतिविभ्रमः, स्मृतिभ्रंशात् बुद्धिनाशः, बुद्धिनाशात् प्रणश्यति. This is the continuation of traits from the previous shloka. From anger arises delusion, from delusion, confusion of memory, from confusion of memory, loss of reason, and from loss of reason, one goes to complete ruin. Shloka 64. रागद्वेषवियुक्तैस्तु विषयानिन्द्रियैश्चरन् आत्मवश्यैर्विधेयात्मा प्रसादमधिगच्छति. रागद्वेषवियुक्तैः तु विषयान् इन्द्रियैः चरन् आत्मवश्यैः विधेयात्मा प्रसादम् अधिगच्छति. Shloka 64 meaning. But the self controlled sadhaka, while enjoying the various sense objects through his senses, which are disciplined and free from likes and dislikes, attains placidity of mind. 65. Prasade sarva dukkhanam hanirasyopajaayate prasanna chetaso hyashu buddhih paryavatishthate. प्रसादे सर्वदुःखानां हानिः अस्य उपजायते प्रसन्नचेतसः हि आशु बुद्धिः पर्यवतिष्ठते. Ashu he means almost immediately, Shridhram immediately. 65 meaning. With the attainment of such placidity of mind, all his sorrows come to an end, and the intellect of such a person of tranquil mind, soon withdrawing itself from all sides, becomes firmly established in God. Shloka 66. Nasti buddhirayuktasya na chayuktasya bhavana na cha bhavayata shantihi ashantasya kutah sukham. न अस्ति बुद्धिः अयुक्तस्य न च अयुक्तस्य भावना न च अभावयतः शान्तिः अशान्तस्य कुतः सुखम्. Shloka 66 meaning. He who has not controlled his mind and senses can have no determinate intellect nor contemplation. Without contemplation, he can have no peace. And how can there be happiness for one lacking peace of mind? 67. इन्द्रियाणां हि चरतां यन्मनोनुविधीयते तदस्य हरति प्रज्ञां वायुर्नावमिवाम्भसि. इन्द्रियाणां हि चरतां यत् मनः अनुविधीयते तत् अस्य हरति प्रज्ञां वायुः नावम् इव अम्भसि. Ambhasi means in water. 67 meaning. As the wind carries away a boat upon the waters, even so, of the senses moving among the sense objects, the one to which the mind is attached takes away his discrimination. 68. तद तस्माद् यस्य महाबाहो निगृहीतानि सर्वशः इन्द्रियाणीन्द्रियार्थेभ्यः तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता. तस्मात् यस्य महाबाहो निगृहीतानि सर्वशः इन्द्रियाणि इन्द्रियार्थेभ्यः तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता. 68. Therefore, Arjuna, he whose senses are completely restrained from their objects, is said to have a stable mind. 69. या निशा सर्वभूतानां तस्यां जागर्ति संयमी यस्यां जाग्रति भूतानि सा निशा पश्यतो मुनेः या निशा सर्वभूतानां तस्यां जागर्ति संयमी यस्यां जाग्रति भूतानि सा निशा पश्यतः मुनेः 69 meaning that which is night to all the beings. In that state of divine knowledge and supreme bliss, the God realized yogi keeps awake, and that the ever changing, transient worldly happiness in which all the beings are kept awake is the night to the seer. आपूर्यमाणमचलप्रतिष्ठं समुद्रमापः प्रविशन्ति यद्वत् तद्वत् कामायं प्रविशन्ति सर्वे स शान्तिमाप्नोति न कामकामी. श्लोक 70 आपूर्यमाणम् अचलप्रतिष्ठं समुद्रम् आपः प्रविशन्ति यद्वत् तद्वत् कामायं प्रविशन्ति तद्वत् कामाः यं प्रविशन्ति सर्वे सः शान्तिम् आप्नोति न कामकामी. श्लोका 70 meaning as the waters of the different rivers enter the ocean which though full of all sides remains undisturbed, likewise he in whom all enjoyments merge themselves without causing disturbance attains peace, not he who hankers after such enjoyments. Shloka 71 विहाय कामान् यः सर्वान् पुमांश्चरति निःस्पृहः निर्ममो निरहङ्कारः स शान्तिमधिगच्छति. विहाय कामान् यः सर्वान् पुमान् चरति निःस्पृहः निर्ममः निरहङ्कारः सः शान्तिम् अधिगच्छति. He who has given up all desires and moves free from attachment, egoism, and thirst for enjoyment attains peace. Shloka 72 येषा ब्राह्मी स्थितिः पार्थ नैनां प्राप्य विमुह्यति स्थित्वा स्यामन्तकालेऽपि ब्रह्मनिर्वाणमृच्छति. येषा ब्राह्मी स्थितिः पार्थ न एनां प्राप्य विमुह्यति स्थित्वा अस्याम् अंतकाले अपि ब्रह्मनिर्वाणं रुच्छति. रुच्छति means to get. Brahmanirvana means Brahmananda, like eternal joy, right? So, Shloka 72 meaning Arjuna, such is the state of the God realized soul. Having reached this state, he overcomes delusion, and established in this state, even at the last moment, he attains Brahmic bliss. ॐ तत्सदिति श्रीमद्भगवद्गीतासु उपनिषत्सु ब्रह्मविद्यायां योगशास्त्रे श्रीकृष्णार्जुनसंवादे साङ्ख्ययोगो नाम द्वितीयोऽध्यायः. Thus, in the Upanishad sung by the Lord, the science of Brahma, the scripture of yoga, the dialogue between Sri Krishna and Arjuna ends the second chapter entitled Sankhya Yoga, the yoga of knowledge. Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna.